They know they can't have a child. I'm not God, but they know they can't have a child because the things that they've rebooted their wombs like 6 or 7 times. And so that place is a no-go area. I'm now going to talk about pastors. There are some people who are complaining, oh, nobody should date my husband, nobody should date my husband. Meanwhile, you have friends that are having children for other men, but they're your friends. Guess what? This person she was dating was the husband of the girl that was dating her father. But today, it is just to say that you people's hypocrisy is too much. Women are online begging for money to raise their businesses to do one thing or the other. No. Some of them are bloggers. The ones that are bloggers were writing about people who were having children out of wedlock, who were having children, they too had children out of wedlock. Did they write about it? There's a publisher that owns a newspaper in this country. He's divorced, the wife has left him, and he's sleeping with as many people as possible. And I know many of them. And what is wrong with people just feel like because it is social media and you have your platform, you just take a story, boom, and you write it. What kind of hypocrisy is that? And then you then behave like because you have a platform, everything you write is okay. Everything you write is okay. Meanwhile, if it was somebody that had that pregnancy and the person you said had the pregnancy says it's not him, you would have done one full story with follow up. Now, there are also, yes, let me just mention that too. There are also single fathers who sisters will not let girls marry because the person is a single father. You say, so you can't find somebody who is younger. This is it. In this, I believe that, as Two-Face said, nobody holy. There are men in this Lagos, because they have money, once their girlfriends get pregnant, they ship them to Canada or to the UK or Dubai. And then when they ship them there, they take care of them. But those of us who are here and we don't ship our wives or anything to any place, we are the ones that are called, what is it called? The crumbs of the soil. They say, oh, men are bastards, men are animals. You that is a woman, did they rape you? And then talking about the rape, there's this case that Princess has been fighting. If you hear what some ladies are saying, is instead of them to take on the issue of making sure that the truth comes out, no. So what was that? There was a slogan when the women were fighting against Bill Cosby. All the women came out and there was a slogan that they were pushing. You don't know what shipping is. Shipping is when she's pregnant for you and you don't want your wife to know. You take her to Canada and settle her there, and the life begins there. So this is what I'm saying. Most of the ladies that are supporting this wrong, they are the first people that will talk of sexual molestation. Yes, the Me Too movement. Thank you. The Me Too movement, all of them that are feminists that are joining Me Too movement. What happened to you people now? Why are you people not behind the Princess? Some of these ladies will not let their female friends progress in an organization. What is it? We have female MCs. When there's an event and I say, oh, let me work with 𝐻𝐻𝚘𝚘𝚘, I say, no, I don't want a woman at my event. Women, I'm not talking men or women. I don't want a woman at my event. Let me MC with Princess. Oh no, you don't have another man. Work with another man, please. I don't want women as MCs. The same people will still be telling me equality. Not too long ago, one lady was looking for an apartment in Dolphin. Middle management of a bank, Zenith Bank, I think. Middle management of Zenith Bank went to look for this thing. The landlady said she doesn't want to give her house to a woman. That she can't give her house to a woman. One of our guys now had to go pretend as her bobo before she gave the guy this thing. Meanwhile, the lady has more money than the person that is pretending to be the husband or the bobo. You see mother-in-laws. Okay, this is what they won't do. Mother-in-laws are okay when their daughters are in premarital relationship. So they have a daughter that is dating the MD of a bank. It's okay. But the day the husband of their daughter starts dating somebody else, wahala today. Let me even make it loud. In 2005, this lady was dating this man. dated the man to the point that the woman went to fight the man in Yoruba tennis club one time and used the racket and whipped her. The racket broke. And then we went there. We're watching this thing when the woman came, and I mean, when I say break, she scattered everywhere and nearly embarrassed the woman by tearing her clothes. They begged her and everything. Now, this young lady that was dating her husband, who owned a paint company, finished and left. But after, like, I think the husband that she was fighting for then died sometime in 2010. In fact, they were the ones that were telling the lady that you are embarrassing yourself. You are not just embarrassing your husband, you are embarrassing yourself. Now, the lady went, so the husband then died in 2010. That accident that happened, fire accident that happened at Otedola Bridge. The husband then died. The doctor was a doctor. We're playing tennis together at the time. Okay, I go see them play tennis. Now, when the husband then died, at that time his daughter was 15. By 2015, the daughter had, I think the daughter was now 21 or something. She had finished university and everything, and then was now looking for a job. And this our friend had gotten married, and we're living. She and the husband were living in VGC. And this girl was staying with her auntie in VGC. And so she would walk out of her crescent and take the road all the time. Then the husband that is going to work will see this lady with all the figure and everything, and then give her a ride up to Mega Chicken, where she was doing her youth service. And one thing led to another, they started dating. Guess what? This person she was dating was the husband of the girl that was dating her father. The father's ex-girlfriend that the mother fought with is the one that she is now dating her husband. If you see the wahala this girl caused, went to church to harass her, and the mom was looking at her like, I know this person. When it became clear that this was the same person that dated her husband before the husband died, she flipped. Front of House on the Rock now. He said, you are complaining. You are complaining that somebody is dating your husband. You. So please, if you know that you have skeletons in your cupboard, don't come on social media and start it, because when people ignore you, you then think that it is that people don't remember, or people don't. The fact that we relate with some of these governors that date you, or some of these bankers that date you, or some of these big boys that date you, and we hear what they talk about you, we read the text messages you send to them, is enough for you to shut up. It's enough for you to shut up. The other thing is, when there are some people who are complaining, oh, nobody should date my husband, nobody should date my husband. Meanwhile, you have friends that are having children for other men, but they're your friends. So you have a friend that is dating a married man, but you accommodate it, it's okay. But when they want to date your own, no, it can't happen. God forbid, it can't happen. I'm now going to talk about pastors, just so that you know how that is. It is that every now and then we hear pastors raped, pastors impregnated, pastors cheat, pastors raped, pastors dated. But when pastors are preaching, they don't use pastors to preach. It's the single people inside the audience, the congregation that they use to preach. All of you in this church that are doing this and doing that, they don't say there's a pastor that is doing so and so, or a pastor that is doing that time, that doing so and so. What I'm trying to say is, as Two-Face has said, nobody holy. But that said, it is important for us to know that some of these people that are doing holier than thou, the fact that you own a media company or a blog doesn't make you holier than any other person, because we also know the people that you are dating now. And some of you that own blogs are dating married men. Some of you that own blogs are dating married women. So when it comes to the matter of this, the only reason it looks like it is only celebrities that people are talking about, it is because celebrities are in the front line. They are in the opposite. They're like goldfishes. They are like goldfishes. So if you know what happens in all those private clubs, the 𝐾OYI club, Yoruba tennis, 𝐲𝐨𝐻𝐵 club, all of those clubs, if you know what happens in those places, because it is not publicized. Even in churches, but I've said that tomorrow is for churches. Tomorrow is for churches. But today, it is just to say that you people's hypocrisy is too much. The same thing happened when the story was that one lady in America was complaining that Dangote abandoned her, dated her and abandoned her. Dangote is dating you. Dangote are giving you money to do business. You take the money and go and rent an expensive apartment and you expect him to keep up. Then he doesn't keep it up. Or maybe he says, forget, I gave you money. Instead of you to use the money to do good business, you use it to go and rent an apartment in a highbrow 100-story building. Now you can't pay. There are people who get less than that amount that you are given and set up a business or buy into a franchise. You do not do any of all those. You don't do any of all those. You finish the money. The money is finished. Then you come on social media to say, this person abandoned me when I was dating him before. And so, the person you are even talking about is entitled to 4 wives. The Aliko you are talking about is entitled to 4 wives. Some of the people that are shouting, how can Aliko do that kind of thing? How can they? The people that say the man is stingy don't know the man. The people who think that because the man is rich, I am talking to Big Mommy's Kitchen. The people who say the man is stingy think that because the man is the richest man, or you just go to him and say, give me money, then he gives to you. What business do you want to use the money for? What is it? The man is funding businesses, the man is investing in charity. What nonsense. They'll just, anytime any story just comes up, they'll be with all the fake accounts that they open. They will start writing nonsense. There are some ladies that are on Instagram writing nonsense now. They've been doing IVF for the past 4 years. They know they can't have a child. I'm not God, but they know they can't have a child because the things that they've rebooted their wombs like 6 or 7 times. And so that place is a no-go area. Then they'll not say, yes, I'm stingy and what? Is the man an ATM? They will now start putting the man under pressure to do tests, to do this one, to do that one, and they know that they can't have a child.